Personal responsibility. What is it? Does anyone have it anymore today? Just some different experiences that I've had over the past week that make me question that.
What we do here is go back.
Hey everyone, for those of you that normally watch this vlog, I'm going to deviate off of my normal comfort zone, I guess you would say. I watched a vlog from Driving Me Crazy. Love the vlogs. It was really good. Great guy up northern New York. Puts out some vlogs that really make you think. This is going to go off of one of his vlogs that he just recently posted about freedom of speech. And it does go off of that. Personal responsibility. Very basic. Being responsible for the things that you do. The more and more that I see, there is no personal responsibility. It's becoming less and less and less as time goes. You have, as in Driving Me Crazy's vlog, you have freedom of speech. You have the rights that have been given to you in this country, the United States, that are guaranteed to you. But you also have to realize, or people have to realize, that if you overextend those rights, there are consequences, and you're responsible for them. I remember several years ago, I had an intern who worked for me, and straight out of college, thought the world owed him everything. Him and I clashed many times. But one of the things that he came out with that just totally blew my mind was he believed that the government should provide rides home to those that go out clubbing or drinking in Providence, which is the capital city of the state I live in. It's where all the nightclubs are and such. And I questioned him on this. And I'm like, how do you feel that? Well, coming to find out, he got caught drunk driving. And his take was, he went out, he didn't plan on drinking, but, he had to drink. Well, that's where it ends right there. Your personal responsibility is if you're driving, you don't drink. Okay? And if you do drink, you call a taxi. How is it the government's responsibility to get you home for your being irresponsible? He argued the point, and how is it the government's responsibility? You look at it, go back to the most famous one, you always hear about it all the time, is the woman who spilled hot coffee on her lap. There's extenuating circumstances on that, so it's not the greatest example to give, but it's... I don't know, it just blows my mind. You buy any product, okay, and look at the warnings on it. You'll see things going, why the hell are they warning me about this? Because someone was stupid and did that and got hurt and sued the company. If you purchase a product and use it in a way that it's not designed for, and you get hurt, that's your own personal responsibility. That is not the company's fault. You need to take responsibility for your own stupidity. Okay. It's one of the things that I see in this country right now is stupidity is rewarded. I purchased a lawnmower last year. And while putting it together, tightening everything up, I always read the instructions, check the warnings on it. One of the warnings on this lawnmower was not to use it to trim hedges. Really? Trim hedges with a lawnmower? That has to be a special type of moron that would lift a lawnmower up that weighs about 50 pounds, loaded with gasoline, with a hot engine, and a sharp blade rotating at thousands of revolutions per second. But someone had to have done it. That is a special type of stupid. But the problem is nobody has personal responsibility anymore. I can guarantee you that this moron did this, got hurt, sued the company, and they probably won. Like I said, you got to be a special type of stupid. Nobody has responsibility for their own actions. It's all the way down to children now. You look even down into elementary school. Okay? A kid is misbehaving in class. You can't control them. Well, they must have a medical problem. We need to give them medicines. Don't get me wrong. There are children that do need these medicines. But there are also children that need a good, swift kick in the ass. And the parents need to be held responsible for that. No personal responsibility. It's someone else's fault. Okay? Classic. My opinion is skewed. My wife is a teacher. Okay, so my opinion is skewed on this, but understand this. There's a cartoon out there where it shows in the 1950s a kid with bad grades, the parents standing in front of the teacher's desk with the kid, and they're yelling at the kid, "What did you do? What did you do wrong on this?" In other words, yelling at the kid for the bad grade. Then the very next caption has a picture of the same two parents with the kid standing in front of the teacher's desk with that bad grade, yelling at the teacher, "What did you do?" It's not the teacher's fault that the kid didn't do what he was supposed to do. Plain and simple. People need to have more personal responsibility. That's it. There is no other. You are responsible for your own actions. As in the Drive Me Crazy vlog, I'll link it below. It was very good. He did a really good job on it. As in that, he did on freedom of speech. You have freedom of speech, but there are consequences to what you say. People feel that they don't have consequences. There are consequences to your actions. It all comes back to personal responsibility. Okay? If I have that lawnmower that I bought, if I have it and I leave it out in the snow and the rain and the weather for a year and it gets rusted out and I start it up and it explodes and I get hurt, that's my fault. That's not the company's fault. That's my personal responsibility. I was a moron and left that stuff out. I look at the case of smokers. If you are a smoker and you come down with lung cancer or any of the hundreds of diseases that are related to smoking, that's your personal responsibility. You chose to smoke. Why would you sue the tobacco companies? That's your responsibility. You chose to put the cigarettes in your mouth. And the same aspect, drug users. Nobody, I should say, for the most part, nobody has ever put a gun to your head and told you to stick that needle in your arm or to smoke that crack. That was your responsibility. You chose to do that. You're responsible for your choices. That is nobody else's fault but your own. Be responsible for your own actions. It just drives me nuts. I was home a couple of days last week and I was able to watch TV during the day. That's an experience all in itself. The court shows, there's like 200 different court shows that are on TV and I'm watching it and people are suing people for the most ridiculous things. If you do something, you are responsible for your actions. Follow through on those actions. It's your fault. It drives me nuts. It drives me absolutely nuts. I don't know how to remedy this. It's the culture of today. It's the everybody gets a ribbon, everybody gets a trophy, no one can lose. There's a school district, I believe it's in New Hampshire. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. Where they are not announcing honor roll anymore because it hurts the feelings of the children that didn't make honor roll. That's their personal responsibility that they did not work hard enough to make the honor roll. I don't know where else to go from that. It's astounding the way our culture has changed. Let me know what you feel on this. Tell me, do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Leave me a comment below of anything that you've seen where people have not accepted their own personal responsibility. How do we change this? How do we make people responsible for their own actions? But like I said, this is I went off on a different topic than I normally do on my vlogs. My vlogs are usually my daily life, what I do during the day with my family and stuff. But I had seen Driving Me Crazy's vlog, and it made me think, and this is one of my pet peeves that drives me nuts, that people don't take personal responsibility for their own actions. If you liked the video, let me know below. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down if you think I'm wrong. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe to my channel, click the bell and all that stuff. And I'll be back to you soon with another one of my daily vlogs.